particular, and I believe that what is going on in terms of illness, number one, mental, physical, emotional, some of what is going on is due to a lack of knowledge. Would you not agree? Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. In 1990, I met my husband. He gave me 2 books. Fit for Life by Harvey and Marilyn Diamond, volumes 1 and 2. Now, I had just met this brother. So I'm thinking to myself, really? You gonna give me some books? Can you just take me on a date? Then he also gave me the Mucusless Diet Healing System by Professor Arnold Ehret. Because he was cute, I read the books. I did myself the greatest favor ever. And I have not looked back. Before I got those books, I could not digest my food. I had absolutely no knowledge that there was a such thing as food combination. Y'all hip to food combinations? Really? So you eat a bowl of beans and then drink some orange juice? That's improper food combinations. And that is why I'm saying to you that knowledge is power. Because when I came upon this knowledge, my entire human experience changed. I couldn't use the bathroom. Every time I ate, and have you noticed that we are the only species on the planet that needs to medicate after we eat? Your doctor will tell you to take some Tums, just in case you have acid reflux. That comes from bad food combinations. And if you're not hip to what that is, how many people even know that there are different types of fruit? There's acid fruit. There's subacid fruit. There's sweet fruit. Did you even know that you cannot eat subacid? Or is it acid with sweet? That's what it is. So you don't eat an orange and a banana. That's a lousy combination. Melons should be eaten alone. Did you even know that? No, because every time we go to the barbecue at Auntie's house, she got a big ass bowl with melons scooped with every fruit, berry, everything in there. Did you know you shouldn't even be eating fruit if it ain't got seeds in it? Who made that? Who made them grapes that ain't got no seeds in the grapes? How come we ain't got no seeds in watermelon? Who made the watermelon with no seeds in it? Why is there watermelon without seeds? I don't believe the intelligence that brought that food to this planet for us to ingest meant for it not to have seeds. So that means that somebody is fondling with the food. So if they're messing with your food, they have power over you. I don't want no watermelon that ain't got a seed in it. No, thank you. I don't even eat the grapes no more. If I can't find a grape with a seed, I don't want the grape. That is why I'm telling you it's not just, oh my God, and the box food, we're feeding our babies out of boxes. We're feeding our babies out of bags, cans. Do you ever flip the box or the can over and read the ingredients? Do you ever read the ingredients? You give your babies food in the morning going to school with dye in it. Dye is cancer causing. If you got yourself a box of food, you flip it over and you look at the ingredients with 2 paragraphs of words that you cannot pronounce. Why are you ingesting that? And why on earth are you giving that to your children? Or do you even know what you're supposed to be giving your children? I know I'm running through a lot, but Lord, I feel like vomiting this. It's so important. We're sick. Diabetes. We're overweight. And this is not to put anybody down. What we're doing to ourselves is due to a lack of knowledge. But sometimes, It's because we stubborn. And sometimes, I done had it said to me, I'm gonna eat my meat. Come on now. Don't be looking at me like I'm lying. Have you heard it? Have you heard it before? I'm gonna eat my meat. Well, let me just tell you this. What are you eating when you eat your meat? You eating somebody's blood. You eating somebody else's pus. You don't know who raised it. You don't know how it was murdered, slaughtered, for you to be able to eat your meat. I have not put a piece of animal flesh in my mouth since 1990. I can still get down and do an 8-minute plank at 73 years old. So don't you tell me nothing about eating your meat. Because I know a whole bunch of y'all eating your meat that can barely walk to the block. We have got to do a better job of taking care of us. We brought knowledge to this planet. Excuse me. We brought knowledge to this planet. And we need to go back to being what we were. The kings and the queens that we are. Please. The diseases that we have. How many of you understand why we are so ill right now? Why is diabetes killing us? Why is heart disease killing us? Why? We're not getting any nutrients because we eat out of boxes and bags and cans. That is not food. Those are products. An apple is food. Broccoli is food. Kale is food. They always telling me, hey, where you get your protein? I must be getting it from someplace. Because I got plenty of it. I love my human experience. I love this journey called life. But I don't stand up and tell you that I love it and hold the book and talk about how much I love it. But yet, I don't embrace it and take care of this human body. Because I do love it. And I prove to the intelligence every single day how much I love the gift of life. This is a gift. This human experience is nothing more than a journey. I don't need to live to be 150 years old. I just need quality while I'm here. If I go down, I'm getting my ass up. And I don't need nobody to come and help me up. If I get in my bathtub, I'm getting my ass out. And I don't need nobody to come and give me a hand to get out the tub. But there are a whole bunch of us that can't even get in the tub. And I know this, I'm not trying to come off hard. I'm just saying, when I came up here today, I just thought to myself, I just want us to listen. I want us to pay attention to what I'm talking about. Because I ain't playing. Ain't none of this no joke. Hey, when they talk about population control, boo, they ain't talking about no guns. They don't need no guns to control our population. They got bad food. They got chemicals. They're feeding you stuff that's fake, and they're making the money off of it. And you buying it and giving it to your babies. And then when you get sick, the pharmaceutical companies, they get richer and richer. And then you die. And then who else makes some money? The funeral home? Oh, that's right, huh? Yeah. But this ain't no joke. Look, when I get up in the morning to go work out, ain't nobody gonna get up and go work out for me but me. I'm it. Who gonna do it for me? Nobody. You sit all day at work. You get in your car, you sit driving home. You come home, you eat your ox ass, and then you sit down in front of the TV and you sit for the rest of the evening. And then you have heartburn, so you take your Tums. Ain't none of that got to happen. That's all I'm saying. Ain't none of it got to happen. All you have to do is educate yourself and educate your little ones and understand who you are, and the intelligence that created you gave you a diet that you can pick off of a tree. You don't need nobody to put your food in no box or no can. To hell with the convenience. Start a garden on your porch. I don't know. But do something to take care of you, because ain't nobody going to do it for you but you. You understand? I mean this with my heart and soul. People are always talking about, you're such an inspiration, you're such an inspiration. But if we staying as sick as we are, I'm going to tell you, we're too heavy. And this ain't to put nobody heavy down. But why are we? Why are we packing around all this weight that we don't need? Why are we clogging our arteries? And what are you clogging them with? What are you ingesting that is creating a clog where your heart will stop beating? Or you'll have a stroke? Or your penis don't work no more? I'm keeping it real. Because it needs to be kept real. We ain't paying attention. We are being bamboozled. We are being tricked. We have been hoodwinked. Sorry. It's the real deal, y'all. That's what's been going on. I've had my vegan restaurant in Inglewood, California since 2008. I opened the doors. I can remember brothers and sisters coming in there and didn't see no chicken on the menu and would turn around and walk out the door. But because I can run, I ran after their ass. I had them come on back in. Let me share one of my wild rice tacos with you. And as soon as they tasted my wild rice taco, they sat down and bought a meal and became some of the best customers. I've had my restaurant since opened the doors in 2008. We made it through COVID. It's 2024 and we still there. And I ain't never killed an animal to nourish nobody. And I will never, ever ingest the flesh of another species with its blood and its pus and its toxins. No, thank you. And when you talk to me, all you eat is seafood. Well, what sea are you getting that food from? Because guess what we do as humans? We trash it up with plastic. It's poison in that sea. Sorry. In LA, they got beaches sometimes they close. You can't even get in the water. It's so nasty. And you eating that fish? Why? Why? Because you are hooked on animal flesh? You eating somebody else's pus, somebody else's blood, somebody else's toxins, just because you don't want to give up another species' flesh. The intelligence that created all of this gave you a diet, gave you the gear in your mouth. You don't need no meat tenderizer on no broccoli. So when you do use the meat tenderizer, if it's making the meat tender and you ingesting it, what is it doing to you once it get in there? I'm just asking. I mean, if anybody can give me the answer to that question, just raise your hand. I swear to God, I will listen. Yes, please tell me. Oh, thank you, brother. Amen. That's right. It's killing you. If it's going to tenderize the meat, think what it's doing to your gut. So I'm just saying to you, brothers and sisters, please, please, start right now. Start right this moment figuring out how blessed you are to be here in your human form, traveling through this thing called life, experiencing this thing. You've been gifted with an opportunity. There was a time I ate hog intestines. Does anybody know what they call hog intestines? Oh, y'all know. Oh yeah, I have cleaned the shit out of the chitlin. Greens, poop. Boiled it over and over and over to try to get as much of the fat off of it as I could, and sat my family down and fed them a pig's guts. Think about it. Really? That's what we do. But we did that when we didn't have nothing else to eat. I understand the period. Slavery. I understand the period when that's what they gave us. They threw out everything else, and because we are so sharp, we figured out how to keep ourselves alive. But guess what? You ain't got to eat no chitlins no more. You ain't got to do that. Understand who you are and how you're supposed to nourish yourself. Leafy greens, nuts, seeds. I take sea moss every single day. Every single day. That's my diet. Give me some sea moss. Let me make myself a big old green juice with some kale and some ginger and some sea moss and some green apples, and then get down and do that 8-minute plank. Because I got the energy and the vitality. And I'll be 74 in December. How many months is that? How many months is that? Thank you. 74. Let me tell you what I did last December. It's just really incredible. I'm at the gym, and I just done a 45-minute spin. Getting it on the spin bike, I was doing that. My ego said to me, and too many times we listen to that ego, I got to have my meat. Anyway, my ego said to me, you should go get on that treadmill. You remember how you used to do that little 8-minute mile on the treadmill? I was like, that's right. And I'm 72 up in here. I'm one of the oldest ones up in here. I might as well go on and get on that treadmill and show them how it's done. So I get on the treadmill. It's a sister next to me walking. That's what I should have done. But no, I turned it up to 7. And I was sprinting. Y'all know 7 on the treadmill. Come on. Who know about 7 on the treadmill? When you turn it up to 7, you getting ready to sprint, yes? Then I see my trainer walk through the door, get off the treadmill, go in the training room. He's so disappointed with me because I'm showing out so much. He's just like, am I supposed to be training you today? Because you're just doing all kind of stuff. I get to my restaurant. I see a spider web in the bathroom. I bend down to get the spider web, and my right knee went snap, crackle, pop. I was crippled. I was crippled. It is damn near time for me to be 74 years old, and I am just getting back in the gym. So I too have to learn my lessons. I too have to tell my ego to leave me alone. I too can be stubborn sometimes and ignorant sometimes. But when I learn my lesson, I act. I respond. I will never do a 45-minute spin and then jump on the treadmill and trying to turn it up to 7. Baby, I bet you next time I get on that treadmill, I'm going to be doing me a nice walk. Because I learned my lesson. And that is what we all have to do. Once you learn it, put it to good use. You understand what I'm saying? Put it to good use. We got to clean our diets up, y'all. We really do. We've got to be healthier for our children. For the look, in 100 years, ain't none of us here, even the little ones, gonna be here. In 100 years, can we leave something for our babies? Can we leave something? Can we leave something better than we have right now? Can we do that? What did I say we were? The mamas and papas of civilization. It wouldn't be nobody if it wasn't for us. Because guess what? We can make you all the time, but you can't make us. So that says to me, we brought it here. All right? We need to act like the kings and queens we are. I don't know. Am I supposed to still be talking? Was that?
Y'all know what to do.